both of you will have long, restful night and you have a sleeping toddler. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is so exciting to talk about because I know that this is something that a lot of parents out there struggle with, and for some reason I feel like it's just so easy for us. So I want to share some tips on how I get my toddler, this little boy right here, the curious kid, as his shirt say. He's curious. But he sleep from anywhere from 7:30. Sometimes he go to bed 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and he sleeps straight through the night, straight back until 7:30 or 8 o'clock the other morning. Recently he's been sleeping even until like after 9 a.m. Yes. So I want to share some tips with you on how we carve the path for him to be a great sleeper. And listen, even if you have a toddler and they're a turbo sleeper, it can change. It's just gonna take a lot of tears, a lot of determination. You just have to stand firm and be determined, even though it's gonna be hard. So let's get into the tips. The first tip is create a schedule. Get your baby on a schedule, or what you call a nighttime routine. I have a video I'm gonna link here so that you can look at of what our nighttime routine is. I did a complete video on it, step by step, of what we do throughout the night. So you can give that a watch after you watch this one. Finish watching this one first, because this one have all the information. So get your baby on a schedule. I think in that video also I made a schedule for you guys, or shared a schedule that similar to what he's on right now. And that is important because babies, they want structure. They don't want to go to bed 5 p.m. this evening and go to bed 9 p.m. tomorrow night or 1 a.m. I heard a parent say that the kid go to bed at 1 a.m. I'm like, what? Create a schedule, stick with the schedule. As I say, it's not gonna be a walk in the park. It's gonna be rough, especially the first curious kid, especially the first couple of nights, but I promise you it's gonna work itself out and you're gonna have a great sleeper. So when you create a schedule, the aim is to get them to go to bed early. The earlier they go to bed, the better they sleep, and the aim is for them to sleep anywhere between 11 to 12 hours. As I said, TJ go to bed like 7:30, sometime 8 o'clock, depending on what our day look like. So I adjust accordingly for his bedtime. But either way, any one of them, 7:30 or 8 o'clock, when I put him to bed, he sleep straight through the night, unless he's sick. Get them to bed early, and that should help them sleeping through the night. The next thing is you have to set the tone. This is also a part of the nighttime routine, right? You set the tone in the room, so you make it dark or semi-dark. Some kids are afraid of the dark, so you can use like a night light, so it's not really dark, but it's not like bright and keep them awake. You know, they know that, okay, now it's bedtime, so it's dark or semi-dark. So either you use a night light, I've even used a TV because I have a TV in my room. My nightlight stopped working and I was using a TV. Now I'm using just a phone because my other thing that I use for my sound, for the sound, the white noise, it disappeared. So the same phone that I use for the white noise now is the same phone that lights the room, and it is just enough light to like almost like a night light. So it's just perfect. So you want to make the room dark, use a sound machine, and that should help them to like settle down and, you know, just be more comfortable for sleep. It says it's sleepy time all by itself. It just say it's sleepy time. This one goes hand in hand with what I just mentioned. So right before bed, you like an hour, 2 hours before bed, you want to get them to start winding down. So no screen time. Well, it all depends on your child, because sometimes TJ watch TV right exactly before bed, but it doesn't affect him. Like when I say bedtime, sleepy time, he's the one who lead the way to the bedroom and he goes to sleep. So it all depends on your child. But if you, as I say, if you have a difficult child where sleep is concerned, then that would be helpful to just like no screen time, 2 hours before bed, you know, cut back on the liquid so that they're not like wanting to go to the bathroom if they're like potty trained or stuff. Just less stimulation, the better. So you start winding down, you like read a book, you like just spend one-on-one time with them. So you probably just sit on the couch, you cuddle, or you put them on your chest, and just calm activities, nothing stimulating where you're like bouncing off the wall. You just want them to know that, okay, Bedtime is coming up and we're winding down. So that means when you get in the bedroom, as I said, the previous tip, you already set the tone, the room is perfect, and they were already halfway there to their sleep. So it's just perfect and they'll be ready to sleep. Also, daytime nap is very important, right? So you want your child to nap at least 1 to 2 hours during the day. That also help with the nighttime sleep process, right? Give them that time to nap. Some kids find it hard to nap. Even if they don't nap, let them have quiet time. So just a time where they stay in their room, they relax, read a book, or they just lie down. Most of the time they just lie there until they fall asleep. I personally think this is one of the most important tip on this list, and it is removing the crutch. What I call the crutch is the breast, the bottle, the pacifier, anything that they depend on, rely on to fall asleep. You want to slowly take that away from them, so therefore they can self-soothe, as in put their self to bed without depending on having the boob in their mouth for comfort or having their bottle. The reason for this is when you remove the crutch, what happens is when we're sleeping, we have this time in the middle of the night where we wake up. We switch sleep cycle is what they call it. So we want when the child wake up, they can soothe themselves back to sleep. But what happens when you have kids that are attached to bottle, breast, or pacifier? Whenever they wake up in the night, they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to put themselves back to sleep. So that's why they cry, and you go and you feed them or you give them breast or whatever. So this is what you're trying to remove. You're trying to remove the breast, the bottle, or the pacifier, so that when they wake up in the middle of the night, they can just self-soothe and fall back asleep. So let me tell you how you can fix this. Number one, whenever you're putting your baby to bed, do not put them to bed when they're already asleep. What you want to do is put them to bed when they're sleepy, right before they fall into deep sleep. Even if you're like cuddling them or whatever, do not let them fall asleep in your hand. Put them to bed, let them soothe themselves to sleep. Also, if you have a baby that is drinking bottle, how you can get them away from the bottle is, he used to be a night feeder, obviously, because we had to leave the baby stage before he get to where he is now. So what I did was lessen the ounce per night. So like he was drinking 8 ounces. Tonight I give him 7. Tomorrow night I give him 7 also. The other night I give him 6. The other night I give him 6 also. So two nights I give him the same ounce, and then the other night I cut it back 1 ounce until we're down to 1 ounce. When I got to 1 ounce, I was so nervous because I thought like, oh my God, he's gonna scream his head off. This is not gonna work. I was so nervous. Surprisingly, I gave him that 1 ounce. He drank it and he went right back to bed. When I was supposed to, the night then I was supposed to not give him any at all, I was literally about to poop myself. But surprise, 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 he handled it like a champ. He did not fuss, he did not cry, he just went right back to sleep. And that is what I'm telling you. This method really works. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time, and for the first, probably, as I said, depending on the child, the first couple of nights it's going to be hard. They might fuss, they might cry, but you as a parent have to stick it out. If you stick it out, they will stick it out. And both of you will have long, restful night, and you have a sleeping toddler. I really hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, leave me a comment down below letting me know which one of these tips was the highlight for you, right? And if you're not yet subscribed, I'd love to have you. Please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys. He's sleepy. Yeah, it's nap time for him.